What is up, guys? It's your boy Solheim here, back with another Wrath of the Lich King Classic Goldmaking video. So today we have a pretty important video, I want to say, and we're taking a look at my investments in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. This is something I have done in the past, and today we are reviewing those investments, as quite a few things have been going up and down in price, and quite a few things has happened since then that has shifted around the entirety of my investments so far. Some of the items have gone down in price drastically, some has gone up in price, and I want to keep you guys updated on what my investments currently look like. So if you watched my previous video, which is this one right here, then we had a 350,000 gold investment. Well, according to my ledger, it was worth 372,000 gold, but 22,000 of those were fake values because of some grey and white items that were not at that value that they should be at. But it was 350,000 gold in solid investments that I went through in the video, so you can go and check that one out if you want to as well. But today we're taking a look at the same investments. I haven't made a lot more investments since then, but some of the investments have been going up in price and some of them have been going down in price. One of the major differences between then and now is flame caps. I have about 5,000 flame caps, I believe, and they were very costly, and then they got nerfed to the ground and the prices fell to the ground as well. They're basically worthless now. I think they're selling for 2 gold or something. It depends a little bit on your server, but they're going up a little bit in price again because they are usable. They are just not anywhere near as good as they used to be. So real quick, before we take a look at my TSM ledger this time around, I do want to say that this video, as well as a lot of my Wrath gold making videos and gold farming videos for the future, will be available in early access to anyone who has my Wrath Classic Gold Guide as well. So if you haven't checked it out yet, that's another reason for you to check it out. It's also a full-fledged gold making guide for Wrath Classic, containing a lot of different gold farms for Wrath Classic, as well as class-specific gold farms, profession types of gold making guides as well, how to make gold with and without professions, and basically any questions you have about gold making should be in that guide. Or when you buy the guide, you also get access to a private Discord server where we talk about a lot more gold making stuff as well, and you get early access to videos just like this one and future investments videos as well. So if you want to make gold while those investments are low value and buy them while they're low value for them to sell them at a higher price, well, that's the place to be if you want to follow my investments advice at least, so check it out if you want to. The link is down below, and by using the code Solheim, you can get it for half price. With that being said, let's take a look at my investments and what they look like right now. So if you have been following my channel for a while, even before Wrath came out, you would know that investments is how I like making a lot of my gold, because in terms of time invested, it doesn't take too much. You just have to research which items are going up in price or could be going up in price, and usually they tend to be going up in price unless something drastically is changing, like for example the flame caps. So if you put all of your eggs into one basket, you lost a lot of gold with flame caps, but my ledger has basically not moved at all. And in fact, it's actually even higher now as well, if you don't count the fake values. So we're above 350k now, I'll tell you that much. And a lot of my gold is in, for example, the Eternal Shadows that we have right here, which I have still lost the gold on, but they have gone up since I made that video, because back then they were worth about 1 to 1.5 gold each, and now they're a little bit over 2 gold. It depends a little bit on your server. So for example, my server, they're a little bit cheaper, but if you playing on a high pop PvP server, they're usually somewhat more expensive. I have also put a lot of my gold into titanium ores. That is a future investment. So you can see on this character, my entire bank is stocked up with titanium, and in total I have 9,092 titaniums, which isn't too much. It's about 20,000, a little bit more than 20,000 gold put into titanium. But with that being said, let's take a look at my entire ledger and dissect this item by item. So if I go over to TSM right here, you can see my current dashboard, which is sitting on, I don't have too much gold, I'm sitting about on 5k in total. I have 4.4k on this account, and I have a little bit on the other one as well, which is where I raid. This is basically my gold making account, so when I make a gold on my raiding character, I send the gold over here, and I have one account for gameplay and one for gold making. So over here is where I keep all of my investments as well, so you can see I'm sitting on 5k, roughly 5k in total, and right here I had about 39k, and in the span of 2 to 3 days I spent absolutely everything. I went down to about, under 4k in like a couple of days, because I was taking a break for Dragonflight anyway, and I wanted to put as much of my gold as possible into items that I personally believed was going up in price, and a lot of them did go up in price. So here is my current ledger, sitting on a total value of 369,000 gold and 308 gold, so basically 370,000 gold now, and that is without any fake values. And here is what I've been putting my investments into. We are still sitting on the golden pearls we had before, so they have gone up a little bit, which has driven my actual ledger up as well, because these were only 100 gold back when I made the previous video, and they are sitting on 123 gold right now in region market value, and on my server they are almost 150 gold, and I'm sitting on 633 of them. You can also see I bought these in TBC, like I bought them right before the Wrath pre-patch came out, and I bought them for 5 gold each, and I'm now selling them for 150. That is a 30 times return on my investment, which is pretty massive. I've sold some of them for quite a high price as well. You can see so far I've sold 163 of them. The lowest price was 90 gold, the median price was 116 gold, and the highest price was 189 gold, only for this one item. Now next up we have a couple of weird ones, as you can see. First of all, let's take a look at the titanium ores. So these ones are currently valued at 30.8 thousand gold right now. That is with the, I think that's region market value. And we also have the Pendulum of Doom. So this is where some of my somewhat interesting investments starts coming into play, and I purchased this one right here for 4,000 gold, the Pendulum of Doom, and that one is now currently on the auction house for 34.5k as a region market value average, and the minimum buyout on my personal server is sitting on 15,000 gold. So this one right here could be considered fake value because it's sitting on 34k, but even if it's gone up to 15k, that is a massive return on my investment, considering it's not really been that long since I bought this one. This is one of those items I bought right before Dragonflight came out. If we go back to the dashboard right here, that is one of the items I bought right here. So in 2 months that item went from 4,000 gold all the way up to at least 15,000, and based on this current price, 34.5k. Okay, next up we have the Blade of Wizardry. So this one I bought 3 off, and you can see right now the min buyout is 5k, the market value is also 5k, and the region market value average is 2k. I bought 3 of this one, and you can see the average price I bought them for was 762 gold, and once again I bought these ones at the same time as I bought the previous item, so right before Dragonflight came out. So a lot of these items have been skyrocketing recently, and that is because like we went from phase 1 to phase 2, we are now an entire phase closer to the end of Wrath, and what happens after Wrath? Well, most likely Cataclysm. Blizzard has hinted to Cataclysm twice now, so it's a high likelihood of us going into Cata and getting, for example, transmogging when that becomes available as well. So looking into transmog items is definitely something that I'm personally doing for the future, and when I'm making investments, I'm making investments for the future. So these ones right here, somewhat of a higher risk, but also very, very high reward, and the fact that they have gone up in price now means they will definitely go up even more in the future, so I'm just gonna hold tight and enjoy the ride. We also have one that I made in the Wrath pre-patch, and I made several videos on this item, one where I really urged people to invest into them, because they're only available during the pre-patch. I bought 154 of them for the average price of 32 gold, and they are now selling for almost 1,000 gold each. You can also see in the region market value average is 482 gold. I have basically made about, if I do my math correctly here, I have made about 15 times my investment since the Wrath pre-patch. That is a huge return on my investments in such a short time, based on one item that you can buy and sell in quantities. People that didn't play during the pre-patch itself definitely want these items, and buying them for 32 gold each is an absolute steal. Next up we have the Shadowfang, we have Expert, so we have these two for example, they are transmog items. And we have a Battle Pet, we have the Papal Fess, which I bought one of, I actually bought two of them apparently, for 4,000 gold each, and they're now valued at 10k. We have the Assassin's Blade, we have some Arctic Fur. The Arctic Fur, I bought those for way too expensive, damn. And then we have the Fabled Flame Caps. These ones, absolutely, I don't know why Blizzard chose to do this. Basically, they probably saw my investments and thought they were way too OP and didn't want that. But yeah, I'm sitting on 4.4k flame caps, which are now almost worthless. Well, the region market value average is 4.2 gold. I bought them for an average of 2 gold each, so I guess based on that I'm still making profit. But on my server, they're currently on the auction house for 1 gold. So yeah, bit of an L on that one, but I'll take it. Like, my total value is still up by quite a bit, and that just once again proves what I've always been preaching. Put your eggs into as many different baskets as possible. When it comes to investments, don't find one item you really think will do well and then put all of your eggs into that basket, because chances are, like for example the flame caps, that one was a somewhat higher risk and very high reward, or potentially high reward, and if you sold it before the nerf, you made a lot of gold on that one item. But as you can see, Blizzard can nerf things, so the more you spread your investments out, the safer you are. And for me, even though I had about 100,000 gold, or almost 100,000 gold in flame caps, actually above 100,000 gold at one point, because 4k of these, and they sold for 20-30 gold each, that is a lot of gold in flame caps. Even though those were nerfed to the ground, my total value in my ledger is still up. So diversifying your gold into as many different items as possible is definitely the key for investments. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. It shows you the diversity of my investments, which is basically a lot of high-priced luxury items, like for example transmog items, and the battle pets and the haunted memento, but also some materials like the golden pearl, titanium ores, arctic fur, ebon weave, and all of the other materials as well. So if you want to have some extra items you want to invest in, well, these are the items that I'm currently holding myself. Feel free to copy them if you want to, and if you have any other investments you want to share with us, let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, make sure to check out my WOTLK Classic Gold Guide if you haven't already. I'll be posting even more investments advice over there as well, and also early access to videos containing valuable gold making info. Either way, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider dropping a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more gold making videos. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you again very soon.